Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am back. I wanted to make this video for a while, but I finally decided to do it. My son is sleeping, so I have some time. We don't know how much time I have, but I have some time. So I went ahead and put out some questions, well, not necessarily questions, but requests for questions regarding Brazilian waxes and basically the prep of it. Now, I got a whole bunch of questions from my Facebook group. Well, it's not my group, but it's the group that I'm a part of, which is called Beauty and Boots, and they are so crazy and I love it. They're just like me, so they are not ashamed to ask any questions. So I wrote down some of my own things that I wanted to address, because as a waxer and somebody that used to get waxed or previously was waxed, there's difference. There's just a huge difference. Like, you're wondering, oh, what is my waxer thinking? And then I already know what half of y'all are thinking, because I mean, you guys tell me more in the room. But I just wanted to go over a few things, because I know that some people are shy and they've been wondering about this type of wax and, you know, what happens, how do they prep for it, how do they go in, and all that kind of stuff. So I actually have some questions, but I'm going to go over what I put in my notes before I went and asked everybody else for their questions, okay? So one thing that you should do is, if it's your first time, take an ibuprofen. Okay, take something, or like a Tylenol, take something that's gonna help you out, because I'm not even gonna lie to you right now, it freaking hurts. It is not cute. I mean, it's not. It hurts your first time. It feels like somebody's holding fire up to your vagine, okay? Like in any place, just feel like fire, just sitting there burning away your cooch, okay? So, and yes, my first time was horrible. I actually have one on my channel that I did like almost 2 years ago. Fucking horrible. That pain was excruciating. Now I wax myself, so that's proof that it just gets better. But anyways, take an ibuprofen. I always tell people to shower, not just because I don't want to smell stinky cooch. It's because, you know, it's going to help with the cleanse or whatever, and because I don't want to smell stink. Like, I mean, wash your ass, you know? So once you get to me, I am going to cleanse you again, because even if you took a shower prior to coming into me, you either had underwear on, or if you didn't, I mean, you had pants on. So it's touching all that area, and your clothes aren't clean. You got all kind of germs in there. You probably farted on the way to come see me. I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff that could have happened, right? So I'm not taking that risk, because I don't want you guys to get an infection, okay? So don't take it personal if you cleanse yourself and then we come in and we do it again. It does not mean that you're stinky down there, okay? I mean, sometimes it could mean that you're stinky, but it'll be along with the fact that we need to cleanse again, okay? So another thing is, please, okay. I don't mind trimming you guys when you come in at all. I mean, that's part of my job. Brazilian waxes are my favorite in the whole entire world. So I do run into a lot of things, but it doesn't have to be hella long for you to come in. Like, I think it's 1/4 of an inch. If you're unsure, it's better to be longer than shorter. So I'd prefer to trim you rather than you come in and it's too short, okay? But I mean, don't let it get all, I mean, you ladies know, like, get it together a little bit, okay? Let me see. Yeah, another thing, like I said, when you take your shower, don't forget to clean your ass too, because that'd be great, okay? I do wax over there. That'd be great. Thanks for cleaning your butt. Obviously, do not come on your period. I have had this like happen. I didn't want to do it. I've had something like that happen to where a girl's like, I'm kind of on it, like I'm not gonna do that, okay? Number one, why? Number two, you're gonna be more sensitive. So before and after your period, right before and right after, you're super sensitive. So I do not suggest anyone get a wax at that time, unless you're just used to it like I am. I mean, I just wax myself at home, but I mean, I still don't do it within like a few days of each, okay? So as I am applying, well, here's things to look for. This could have been a whole separate video, but if you go in somewhere and somebody's about to wax you, I don't care what part of the body it is, if it's your eyebrows, your freaking vagina, whatever, if they do not put gloves on, run. Just leave, stop. I don't care if it, like, just leave, okay? You don't want anything to do with that, okay? It's just, it's not good. It's not even just to protect myself as an esthetician, it's to protect you as well, okay? Because you don't know what I have. I mean, I'm clean, I'm just saying, like, you don't know what I have, okay? So definitely do that. Do not allow anybody to double dip into the wax. If you see them take, boom, stick it on you and then go back in, no, because they're gonna use that wax on somebody else, unless, see, I'm getting too into it, because it's like you guys wouldn't know. So if there's a little of it left and you see her double dipping, obviously you know she's gonna finish that whole thing, then that's fine because that's your wax from then on. But anyways, yeah, if you see him double dip, just ask him about it. Say, hey, what are you doing? Okay, let me see. I cannot wax you if you're having an active herpes outbreak, okay? I don't want to. And I mean, a lot of the times people don't come in. I've never had anybody come in with that, but I have heard of people coming in while they're having an outbreak to receive a wax. We cannot do that. I get a lot of questions while I'm waxing. Is this on the thing? Yeah, so I get a lot of questions while I'm actually doing or performing the wax. So I have a lot of people that are like, oh, you know, have you ever had this? Have you ever had that? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you, everything has happened to me. I've been farted on. I've been queefed on. If you guys don't know what a queef is, it's when you fart out of your cooch. I've had everything happen to me. As a waxer, I'm telling you right now, a vagina is a vagina, a vagine, or whatever you want to call it to me. I don't look at it as, oh, ew. It's just like talking about an ear. Talking about a vagina is like talking about an ear to me. I'm not examining your shit. I'm not like, like, why does her stuff look like? I'm not thinking any of that while I'm down there. The only thing I'm looking at, and yes, I am going to be pulling your stuff up. You should not be shy coming over there. I'm looking for hair. Okay, at that point, the hair has no freaking choice. It's gonna come out, okay? So I'm not looking at your shit like that, I promise. And I don't know if other estheticians do, but I'm not. I'm looking for the hair. I'm not like, ooh, look at her, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I don't need to do that. There's no reason to do that. And I understand that all women, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't like women talking about, oh, I walk around and I don't have no, every woman has like some type of odor down there. Like, it's normal, that's what it is. And guys, don't come on here talking shit because your balls stink too, okay? So don't even start, and your ass stinks. So it's like, I'm just strictly talking about, like, it doesn't even have to be a strong odor. It's something, okay? Something. Not bad, it's just something. Okay, don't be ashamed. That is like us, okay? Like, that's what it is. If you're coming in here smelling like you just left the freaking ocean, like with some fish, like, then there's an issue. Like, come on now, get it together. So I mean, at that point, I'll cleanse you, and I would never embarrass anybody like that. I want all my clients to come back and feel comfortable. All of my clients typically come back for Brazilian waxes because they love it and they feel super comfortable with me. I'll literally have a girl lying down, and yes, I have done some Manzilians too, but anyways, I'll have her laying down. We're talking about anything and everything, okay? It's not an uncomfortable situation. I try to make my clients feel as comfortable as they can. If they want to talk about their husband that day, not bad stuff, but just in general, then we'll do that. If they want to talk about a TV show that they just watched, I've literally talked about everything inside that room, and I love that because I become so close to these women, and it just allows me, I don't know, I feel closer to them. I mean, I'm already super close, but I feel closer after we speak, okay? And another thing, if y'all feel like something's wrong with your coochie, I mean, y'all can ask me about it, but 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna say, you know what, if you're feeling that type of way about it, you need to go ask a doctor. I am in no way, shape, or form a doctor, although I like to believe I am sometimes. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose anything. Even with facials, if I'm getting a facial, I cannot diagnose anything. So the most that you're gonna get out of me is, I think you should probably go speak to a doctor about it, okay? Oh, and just to add on to the whole, like, I'm not examining your vagina type of thing, I know what it looks like. I'm not going to be naive and say, oh, I don't see what it looks like at that time. I mean, I get it, but 5 minutes after you leave, I forget all about it. I forget all about it, and I don't even care. Like, I don't remember what it looks like at that point. I just get a high from taking the hair off because I know, the reason why it's my favorite is because I know once that hair is removed, y'all are going to feel so good for about 3 to 4 weeks. Okay? Like, amazing. And so that brings me joy knowing that you guys are going to feel cleaner and just smooth and, you know, be able to get it together with your man, your girlfriend, whatever it is. It's just, it makes me feel good knowing that I can provide that service for you and help you out. I have a lot of clients that are older, and I love that. I mean, a lot of people think it's just people in their 20s that are getting waxed and like early 30s. Like, no, women are coming in at 50 and 60 years old, and I love that. That means they are still getting it together, and I mean, I just absolutely love that. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the questions that the ladies in Beauties and Boots were asking me, And I don't want to make this video super long because who has time for that, right? Let me go ahead and address this. I've had a couple women say, hey, can you tell me how to wax myself? I do wax myself at home. I am trained. I've waxed people. I know what I'm doing. You do not know what you're doing. Don't do it. I won't, like, just don't do it by yourself. Like, if you don't want to pay somebody to do it, then maybe it's just God's plan for you not to get your vagina waxed. So don't do it at home. You can really mess yourself up down there. Don't do it. Okay? So let me see. I'm going to start from the top. Sugaring, does it work and is it less painful? Sugaring's gonna hurt, okay? Anytime you are taking hair out, it's gonna hurt. It doesn't matter how you do it, you're gonna do it. A lot of people also ask, I've had somebody ask me if waxing is a permanent hair removal method. No, it is not. The only FDA approved, I guess, permanent hair removal would be electrolysis, okay? Not even laser hair removal is considered permanent. Let me see. And this is coming from my memory, you guys. Like, I may forget some things, but I can always research it later. I'm just going off the top of my head. But I know for a fact what I just said is true. So somebody said it was less painful. That's great. But she's been waxing for 5 years, so that's probably why it's less painful. If you go to get waxed, your first time is going to be freaking horrible, but each time you go, it's going to be easier. Easier and easier. Your hair is going to grow back thinner. It's just amazing. What is the best wax if you want to do it yourself? I want to try it. I already told her don't try it. But for me, when I wax myself at home, I use honey on the top, and everywhere else, I use hard wax, okay? The difference between hard and soft wax, you do not need Pellin, aka a wax strip. You can just flick it with your fingers and whoosh, okay? And with soft wax, you are actually using the Pellin. You're applying the wax and you're rubbing, you know, the Pellin like whoosh and then whoosh. I don't know why I'm making that sound. Are you going to be showing real coochie and booty on here? No, but I wish that I could. Let me see. Okay, so here's another esthetician mentioning sensitivity, especially during, and I told her, I said, girl, I already have that in my notes because that's super important because it's gonna hurt you more. When you're pregnant also, that's a good thing. When you're pregnant, you're gonna be super sensitive as well. I have had somebody come in at 8.5 months pregnant, never had a wax before, and obviously at 8 months pregnant, you can't really trim yourself at that point. I mean, you're about to give birth, okay? But she took it like a champ. I was like, shit, I would have been screaming. Another girl said, I've been waxing myself for years, too cheap to hit the salon, blah, blah, blah. And she did fine. Well, shoot, you're super lucky. How to prevent ingrown hairs after, that was the worst. And why I never did it again. Okay, so the first time you do it, you're probably gonna get ingrown hairs. It's just like shaving. The worst thing in your life you can do is shave and use chemical hair things like Nair. I hate those. But anyways, you're gonna probably get some freaking ingrown hairs. You may have a little bit of bump just from like your wax. Your freaking skin just went through trauma, okay? So it's the histamine coming up. It's the reaction that it gets, and it looks like a little bump. Mine will last for like 24 hours because I'm white as fuck. And I'm super sensitive, okay? So it shows a lot more on me. Okay, yeah, so after you get a wax, this is not something that you're supposed to exfoliate 24 hours after, okay? Within those 24 hours after a wax, I don't want you taking any showers, okay? Because that's gonna open your pores up more. Wax is an exfoliation, so you're just gonna keep opening them, and that's how you can get infections and blah, 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 blah. No sex. And I'm telling you guys, this is like textbook. This is what I have to say. I shower all the time after Brazilian waxes, but that's because I do it here at my house, and I just know how to take care of the stuff down there, like if something were to happen. So I do not suggest anybody else do that. I also, okay, this is a little secret of mine that I was telling the girls about, that I had a secret. So I don't know, this is definitely something that I wouldn't be like, this is how you do it. Like, no, I just noticed that it's worked for me, okay? So, and like a few of my clients, but anyways. So after I wax you and you take a shower like the next day, I want you to take a razor and I want you to just go over it, okay? Just go over it one good time. Shaving is an exfoliant. We don't want you shaving like that. It's just that one time, okay? That's gonna open up your skin, allow any hairs that did not come out to resurface and everything like that. There's 3 growth cycles, so you're not going to catch all the hair on that one wax, okay? It's just not gonna happen. So yeah. Also, use exfoliants. Like I have a loofah and stuff like that, so I will use that to exfoliate myself. I'm really good about doing that, and that's because I know the importance of exfoliating. Okay, that's gonna help just keep your skin open and ready to go. Oh, this one girl said, I want to, but I'm shy for a stranger doing that. Girl, go get your Brazilian wax on. I swear you will probably become like best friends with your waxer. But make sure they're an esthetician, okay? Because I've heard of some places, I will not mention any freaking names or anything like that, but a lot of the times they have people waxing when they're not estheticians. And from what I understand in the state of Tennessee, I could be wrong, cosmetologists should not be waxing vaginas, okay? They should not be doing that. So anytime y'all go and, you know, receive a wax, I would definitely say, hey, are you an esthetician, and blah, 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 blah. Okay? So I can't compare, but it works for me. Yeah, it's super, I mean, I wouldn't suggest doing it yourself though, like, no. And I had another girl say, she's actually an esthetician too, and she was like, it worries her to wax, you know, so here's your vagine, to wax this area on clients because she feels like it's gonna pull something. It basically comes with, I mean, I'm not a 20-year esthetician. I went late after I graduated college and all that kind of stuff. I did this for fun. I did this, I don't know why I keep messing with my hair right now, like it's just getting on my nerves. Anyways, I went to aesthetic school for fun. I had already went to college. This was something that I was like, you know what, I've always been interested in this, let me do it. So I legit have a passion for this, and I do a lot of research on things, and I just enjoy it. This is not something I have to do, it's something that I want to do, okay? So that being said, that's why I'm like all into it. I catch on pretty quickly and everything like that. But you can always put some wax remover on, not the inside of the vagina like you would insert something in, but I'm sorry, like by the clitoris and stuff like that. If you want to put some wax remover, it's like an oil, only a little bit, you don't have to put a lot, just a little bit. I use hard wax in that area after. I've never pulled anything, I've never had any issues. Like I said, I wax myself. I don't even use that on myself, you know what I'm saying, because it's kind of nice. But anyways, I don't need to use that at all, but if you want to be safe, I would definitely suggest doing that. Also, another way to prevent ingrown hairs and just to help your vagine out, freaking give yourself vajacials, okay? Like vajacial is a facial for the vagine, okay? So you want to cleanse it, you want to exfoliate it, you can even put a mask on it, like a calming mask. Just don't insert anything in there, okay? Don't do it. And just make sure you're getting it together. Put some moisturizer on it. There's no need for sunscreen, just moisturizer, and just get it together, okay? What do you do if somebody comes in and they stink? I cleanse them. That's what I do, is I cleanse them. There's no need to make a big deal out of it. I mean, they could have I don't know what they have. You know what I'm saying? Usually if somebody has like a yeast infection though, they're not coming in. But I mean, I have people ask me, hey, does my vagina look normal? Does it blah, blah, blah? Is this supposed to look like this? Do you did it? I've had every freaking question in the world just coming at me like boom, boom, boom about like vaginas and what do you do this? Because when I wax somebody, this is how I start off. Like I'll cleanse them, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they're on my table. Typically I have them start off face down, ass up, okay? And the reason why I do that is because I use hard wax on like the lip area. So if I have them face down, ass up, I'm gonna start working my way, which you should never wipe like this, but this is how I work my way down with the wax, from the ass to the vagine. Okay, so when I'm flicking, because I use soft wax on the butt part unless I need to get by the hole. Okay, and I'm not gonna use correct terms because I don't have to. I'm not getting graded on this, it's just me talking. But anyways, so I use soft wax. If I gotta get in there with some hard wax, I will. And I'm coming up, so when I flip them over, well, when they flip over, I don't physically flip them over. When I'm flicking, right, it's not killing, I'm not flicking hair that was already down there because it should be bald by that time. So yeah, and Brazilian waxes, depending on the type of hair you have, should take anywhere from 25 minutes, so I would say 45. I've taken an hour before, but I don't think anybody else would have been able to finish it in less than an hour, okay? Sometimes I get tried, okay? Just sometimes, but we're gonna get it together and we're gonna work through this together, okay? But yes, shout out to all my girls in Beauty and Boots. I will be posting this video inside of the inside of the Facebook group. But if you guys have any more questions, let me know. I will make a part 2, and it can be about anything. I'm also going to make a series on lash extensions. Yes, my lashes are pretty empty right now, so don't judge me, but I am going to make a video on lash extensions. I am a certified lash technician or artist or whatever by Bella Lash. I am also a certified microblading artist, you know, the semi-permanent 3D strokes. My brows are microbladed, but I did not do them myself. I also am certified in chemical peels, all that great stuff. And yeah, I'm just gonna make a series on aesthetic stuff, skin and all that stuff. So when you guys give me questions, I will answer them. So don't hesitate to ask. I don't care if it's personal or embarrassing, whatever, I will answer it because that's just what I do. I'm also making a series on bipolar disorder. If you guys do not know, or you guys are new to my channel, I am diagnosed bipolar 1. I was a new diagnosis. That was 1. I was 2, but now I'm 1. I am making a series on that. I'm an Air Force veteran, 5 years. I'm medically retired. I was security forces, and I'm just doing the damn thing. I know a lot about school, all kind of stuff like that. I feel like I've been in school my whole life. But yeah, I'm out of school now, and I have a toddler and stuff like that, and I live out here in Tennessee, but I'm from Cali, okay? But anyways, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for some great freaking videos on some vagine, okay? Y'all have a nice day. Bye. Thank you.